Hey everybody, welcome back to our family pantry. Today I'm going to show you how to make our homemade beef jerky. This is going to be an equivalent to your teriyaki jerky, and so this is one of my favorite recipes that we love to make, and our kids absolutely love it as well. I've gone ahead and sliced up a round beef roast, and I'll insert the video here so you can see how I cut it up. But we're going to go ahead and start by putting together our marinade for the beef jerky. We're going to start by adding our wet ingredients. I'm going to put in our Worcester sauce. Now we're going to add our soy sauce. Then our liquid smoke. And that's it for our wet ingredients. And so we'll go ahead and add our brown sugar. Let's get that in there. Then our minced garlic and salt and pepper. Just want to make sure I get all that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a good whisk to make sure that it's all mixed in finely. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna add our beef. Just wanna add that in there. And as I'm adding, I'm just gonna let you know that you want it to marinate for about 12 hours. We marinate ours for 24 hours just to make sure that, you know, it gets all those nice flavors of it. And so, and it's, like I said before, this is a really good dish snack that our family loves. And, you know, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that in here a little bit. Just wanna make sure you mix it in there. Make sure that every piece gets that flavor on there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this now and refrigerate it. And what we do is we mix it every couple hours just so that it's not just sitting there, that making sure that every single piece gets that beautiful flavor. And so we'll see you in a few hours.
Hey everybody. So we've got our beef, our sliced beef here, and it's been marinating overnight. We just kind of turn it every maybe, 4 hours or so, but not through the night, of course. And so then I've got a dehydrator, and I'll show you what kind we have in a little bit, but I've got a square one. And so I've got the base and then my first tray. And so I'm just gonna put that down. And then it's super easy. You just lay this down. Now, growing up, my aunt used to do beef jerky in the oven. And so you can absolutely do it low and slow in the oven. I know on our dehydrator, it says for jerky, it's 160 degrees. Now some ovens don't go that low. And so you'll just have to kind of see what the lowest, safest temperature is. Or you can search online for how to make beef jerky in the oven. But it's just basically a low and slow heat to just dehydrate it and take out all of that liquid. And so, because the liquid is where the bacteria likes to, breed and stuff. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and lay out these pieces of beef. And then as I do wanna keep a good amount of air circulation room around them. So I don't wanna overcrowd them, just as if you were, in your skillet on the stove. You don't wanna overcrowd your pan. Same thing with this. You wanna make sure you definitely have space around each piece. And then you can move it around however you want to kind of get it to fit. And I've got 4, 6, probably about 7 other trays. And so I've got more than enough trays to just keep going. And then I'll just grab, this looks, I could probably fit another couple pieces here. And then I'll just grab another tray and repeat and do the same thing. Now we like to do our dehydrating. We put our dehydrator out in the garage just because your whole house will smell like whatever you're trying to dehydrate. And sometimes you can put it in like a mud room or somewhere like that, but you have to have your outlet, of course. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll speed up the camera, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get all of this all loaded onto trays, and then I'll show you a little bit more detail of our dehydrator. So see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got the trays done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trays. My top tray doesn't have very many on it, but I'd rather it be like that than overcrowd it. So then I'm just gonna put it on top. Now they're all different types of dehydrators. This just happens to be the one that we have. It's an American Harvest. And I like that it's square because I have a square sink on my left side. And it fits perfectly, the trays fit perfectly to soak after we clean something. So I'm going to put it on 160 degrees, and we'll probably do it for the next, 8 to 12 hours or so. But we'll come back and check it and show you what it looks like at each kind of stage when we check it. And then I just wanted to show you these. These are kind of for smaller items, and you just put these on top of the trays. And these are super handy if you have, something smaller, or maybe peas or corn that you're dehydrating that you feel like is gonna get through on the trays. So you can just put these little mesh pieces down, and it's nice for those. So if you want to dehydrate something smaller, or you have smaller pieces or whatnot. So this is our beef jerky, and we're just gonna plug it in and start dehydrating, and we'll check in. Okay, so here it is about 6 hours in, and I actually think that these are done. They're solid, and if you tap them, with beef jerky, it's not gonna be super firm unless it's completely like overly dried out. But this is just for our family, and this probably won't last more than a couple days. But I think I'm gonna call this done. We'll just go back through and check the rest of the trays. Can you hold that for me, please? We'll just taste one of them. Yep. I think that is done. Just going to try these last couple. And you want to look for the ones that are kind of thick. And that'll tell you more. And sometimes it depends on the tray and the depth. Sometimes the top tray will get finished first, or the bottom tray. It just kind of depends on the weather and your dehydrator. And so I think we're good to go. And so this only took 6 hours today. It was really dry today because it was really cold and windy. We didn't have any snow though, because it's been just so dry. And so I think just 6 hours today, and we're good.
And there you have it. There's our homemade beef jerky. It's our original recipe. Let me know if you want our spicy recipe. We have that as well. We love it, we enjoy it, and we hope you give it a try.
It doesn't last very long around our place, so we normally just put it in a Tupperware or in a plastic bag. But that's about it.
Yep. Well, thank you for coming to our family pantry, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.